مرحبا Sasha.
مرحبا Anna.
Hello Sahla. Finally, we're here to discuss what our school is about and how we want to promote Arabic language to Russian speakers and not only Russian speakers in Dubai. And my first question to you is, what is Arabic in the city? Why this name?
Well, Arabic in the city, it's a very interesting project, to be honest. It's very inspiring and have a lot of challenges, ups and downs, but it's a very, I would say, ambitious at the moment. So this project is launched together with you, as you know.
As I know, yes.
Yes. So the idea came very organic, as we say. We decided to create a school just to speed up the process of our learning. So I learned.
Let's make a quick introduction, how we've met actually.
Oh, yes. So back in 2023. Yes. So back in 2023, we had a joint class with one of our Arabic teacher, and it ended up that we have the same set of skills, the same set of interests, and the most important, we learn Arabic together without much success. Let's be honest. I mean, that's the truth. So
that's true, guys. We were struggling.
Yeah, I've been in the UAE for the past 12 years, and you were in the Middle East, how many years?
15.
Oh, okay. So, and for the past maybe 5 years, we are struggling to learn Arabic. So that's how we met. We met in the Arabic lesson together.
Yeah, and we've decided to open Arabic school. But don't worry, guys. It's not the school where we teach. We have teachers, and we help students all over the world also to proceed with this faster, let's say.
Yeah.
Because we've cut the corners and every struggle that was possible, we went through it. And we know, let's say, the shortcuts, how to increase the speed, how to speak more fluent, how to make the process easier, etc. So
I want just to give a heads up how the name has been created. When you live in the Middle East, you know that the speed of life is very fast and vivid. So we need to catch up with everything. So we were thinking, like, brainstorming with you what can come up. So Arabic in the City is the name that is reflecting the need of being Arabic speaker in the Middle East, to apply it in different aspects of your life, private, work, corporate, maybe government relationships sometimes. But since we are the ladies, and mainly those who are learning Arabic, again, honestly speaking, it's the ladies, so it's important to associate it with something fun. So if you know, we all watch the series and the city. This word I'm not sure we can say, but we're illustrating the fast-moving lifestyle of the modern expats living in the Middle East who are trying to learn Arabic.
So now it's called Modern Experts. So basically, we've created the course for ladies who want to speak Arabic, maybe for the purpose that they have Arabic-speaking boyfriend, maybe they want to get married, maybe already they got married, maybe they want to communicate better in their work surrounding. So we've created the course for them. For adults, we also do have courses for the kids, but it's a purely school program with our teacher who specializes in Fusha, etc. It's like a school program. But we wanted to create a course that would be useful and practical for ladies who want to speak fast with their boyfriend, with his family, with mom-in-law, etc., etc.
Yeah, that's, I think, the most common goals. However, yesterday I just had one interesting meeting, and the new company has came to the UAE, and they were struggling to apply with the documents. And they said that, I wish I knew Arabic. I wish I would understand them. So I feel with the eyes that they're saying something wrong, but I wish I would understand. So immediately I say, so then don't wish, we have something for you. There is a ready-made program that will help you to understand exactly that point.
But what do you think, what is better? Because that's the question that everybody asks themselves in the beginning of the way. So Arabic as a concept is a very vast concept, let's say. It has maybe 25 different accents because Arabic, as the modern standard Arabic, is a complicated language. It's used only in the TV, in Quranic studies, etc. So in a daily life, it's not very common that people would use Fusha for conversation. Between the accents that exist, which one did we choose and why?
Well, again, it's the selection of accent. I think it's the matter. Firstly, it's a personal choice, something that you need to rely for majority of the people. However, when you start asking people around the corner which dialect they prefer, what is most spoken across, which is easy to understand and learn, they will say Levantine. So there are two reasons why we started with this, but it's not limited in our course. So we have Fusha, we have a school program, as you have mentioned. But as a course that is written and already launched live, we started with Levantine.
Why?
Personal reasons. Again.
People will be curious.
Yes, personal reasons, private life. And the second is that majority of my clients in business, organically again and by history, I have two type of nationalities, which are Russian clients, which are came to the UAE or acquiring the market of the UAE from Russia.
Let's make an introduction what you do, because people who will be watching this for the first time, they didn't understand which field we're in.
Okay, we are in the field of marketing, guys.
Yes.
So that's
And
the thing.
business
That's
development.
business development operations as well, and so many things, all whatever comes to set up the business and promote business in the UAE as of now, and of course maybe some of the project we have in across the Middle East. But once again, so running this agency for marketing, we have two type of the clients. Some of them they're coming from the Russian background. Some of them, even if the company is, let's say, Turkish or I don't know, we have the UK brand as well, there is a Lebanese management involved. So whether you want it or not, you would like to get to know what is the conversation about.
Exactly. Let's be honest, this understanding of the words that are being... I wouldn't say, guys, that we are fluent. No, I would rate us maybe, as of now, maybe 15 to 20% of understanding the conversational Arabic. So even though we are not that fluent, but understanding what the conversation in general is about. Is this like, let's say... Because I'm the biggest advocate of speaking Arabic for the business purposes. So you understand, let's say that they're discussing that they have doubts that your team can execute. Or let's say they have doubts about the pricing. So you do understand what's going on. And that helps you to organically lead the conversation into a better outcome.
Oh, my favorite is the social talks before the Arab starts the meeting about the family or uledi or something like this. So it's okay. So you can introduce and say what's the plan of the weekend later on. So you can just catch up with the words, whatever you got from the initial social talk before going into the business proposition, and then end it up on the same manner.
Exactly. That's my favorite part. How can you make Habibi business if you don't have Habibi?
True.
And it doesn't
That's
necessarily mean that it's your Habibi. You just have to be able to encourage people to get in touch with you, because business is personal and personal is business. They have to like you, even if you
especially when we're in the service. If we
Exactly.
sell product, it's a different story. But
then again, the knowledge of Arabic language helps you to create marketing strategies, materials. And in general, my education as a specialist of international communication was very helpful for me to get in touch with these people on the theory level. But then, practically speaking, if you know some expressions, I'm going to tell a very funny story recently. Yesterday, I was trying to get one document from a company with who I work. And it was a struggle because they've never done this document. I've never done this. And everybody's busy and everybody's like, super overwhelmed. And they don't want to help me right now. And like, they want to get rid of me. It's just not the right moment. And I need this paper just in this second because I'm requested. So, and in the moment when everybody's already at the top of their nerves, I'm just saying, Bus Ida, give me this document, which means like, I'm kissing your hand, just give me this document. And everybody starts laughing and already the atmosphere is totally different. So I would say our even very limited knowledge of Arabic helped maybe in 50% of the cases just to
smoothen the grounds.
Exactly.
We spoke about my background, but also I want to know, maybe some of our audience would like to know, how did you come up of learning Arabic and how you ended up in the UAE?
Yes, that's correct. So my basic education university degree is in linguistics. So I wouldn't say I speak French and I speak English. So I wouldn't say that I was very far from a basic skill of learning new languages. That's just a normal thing for me. But then I understood that, first of all, I have a limit in my marketing profession here in the UAE. And as well, knowing the culture that is widespread, because let's say, okay, we're in Dubai. Majority of people in here who are taking managerial positions, not majority, I would say, but like a big amount of people are Arabic speakers. And it's just so natural. We live in the Middle East, like just learn Arabic. I've been working with many Arabic nationalities, and I naturally came up to decision to learn Lebanese Arabic, not because of the private life. It was advised from many other nationalities, because I've done a survey, I've done a review. I've asked every single Arabic speaker, which accent do you prefer? And all of them said, for the girls, we prefer Lebanese because it's classy, because Lebanon once upon a time was some sort of like Middle Eastern France or Switzerland.
They call it sometimes.
So let's say like the culture itself and the beauty of the country and their colonization by France, let's say, it left a mark. And therefore, for me, it was a very natural switch to the accent itself, because it just sounds easier, because all of this accent aigu in French language, and you speak French as well, so it was easier for us to switch to Lebanese. And also they just kicked out all the, let's say, very specific Arabic sounds that are very hard to pronounce.
Yeah.
Let's say if we're coming to GCC
Kif
accent,
halik, let's say. Kif halik.
like it's hard. They kept some of these letters, but let's say the very hard ones like k and so on. Even I cannot pronounce this one till now. They just softened. So the accent is soft,
Or
easier
used
to
completely.
learn. The grammar also is not that complicated. It's very practical. Everybody understands you. And let's say on a classy level of things, that was the recommendation that was given to me by many other nationalities, not Lebanese, that go for a Lebanese one, for a girl. Because we all know that there is a common joke. There is a common joke. Let's say it out loud. Everybody will give us bad comments, but it's true. People say, it's not it's not us. It's just people say that male Lebanese accent is kind of, can we say that word, like gauche? We don't share that opinion. We don't. No. But for the girls, nobody ever doubted.
Yeah, it's just, for me, again, it's something that widespread across my network and the social life and the business life. And here, whenever you work with the companies, a very big percent of managerial positions are taken by the Lebanese people. So you would like to get just a hint, just a small hint what's happening on the background, so you can introduce yourself right. Or to say, also last week I was typing to one of my clients, and I just say something also with some words. I don't remember what was that, or akid or tamam, or or something like that. And then you're like, really? Who typed it for you? Me, Anna. Really? Okay, mabruk. It's changed also the vibes.
Yeah,
in the
absolutely.
conversation.
They are supporting a lot on the way. And I would say that opinions can be divided into two. I faced two sides of common support between Arabic speakers. 50% will tell you, go ahead, wow, amazing, you're progressing. And other 50% will start laughing and saying, oh, you don't need to speak Arabic, actually. Yeah. Oh, come on, you will never. And come on, Arabic is so complicated. We have 70 synonyms for the word lion and so on and so on. Like, guys, we're not studying Fusha. Fusha is amazing, 5 years in the university. I know those people who speak very good now, but we are not ready to spend 5 years of our time. We want it to be organic because, again, the course that we've created with the teacher, we've spent maybe 6 months to a year to adjust this course, just to make it very practical.
Yeah, to make it more easy to understand. That's actually another very good point, that since we're learning the language for the past 5 years, we've seen a lot of programs, books.
Exactly.
We practice on that. Some of them are really good. Some of them are having plus and minuses, let's say. So our course is not better, or we cannot say it. Everyone has their own different approach, but we try to do the approach that help us to learn.
Yeah.
It's based on the practical experience, what you need to start speaking. You can start learning but you cannot start speaking. So we developed the course right now, which is based on the practical tools, based on our own journey, what can make you speak the language and understand.
And here I would jump in because by majority of the inner structure of the course, it's the result of my work with the teacher and my education as the linguist allows me to understand which tools, let's say, and which methodology should be behind the course. Because let's also introduce people to one very big problem that nobody understands. Everybody who didn't start learning thinks like, oh, it's okay, I'm just gonna go to the school and they're gonna teach me. Oh, I'm just gonna talk to my boyfriend and just gonna watch the videos
the words,
and catch up the words. No, that doesn't work because Arabic is easy. It's not that complicated as it seems. I would rate it, let's say, 7 out of 10 compared to French, where French is like 10 out of 10, which is not, again, like Fusha is 20 out of 10. So, but like here we are at the reasonable complexity level. And yet there is a lot of hidden problems that appear to you when you actually start speaking with the people. Like let's say you completed the subject, the topic, you've learned it, and you're coming talking to them, and then you understand you know nothing just because they start asking things that, okay, you've never checked before. Okay, you know the numbers, you know the colors, you know the names of the animals, you know the personal pronouns. But to be able to make a normal sentence, you fail. You fail to understand how they use the word. Why all of a sudden is jiblak, not jibl something. Like so the synthetic structure of the language is complicated and it causes you a lot of problems.
And
so
exceptions.
Exceptions, a lot of things that normally people cannot explain. So they just tell you, well, we just say that. Why do you say badiyak, not something else? Oh, we just say that. This yaha is really not something that we can explain easily, but we just say that. And majority of the time you get confused because of the grammar, because it doesn't make sense. All of a sudden the word baddi is not a verb actually. It's kind of by the grammar is noun with the personal pronouns endings. So all of this methodology, we had to put it in a very sequential way to make it logic for the person who studies. Because to me, maybe it occurred after 3 years that I said, okay, now I understand that. Why nobody told me this from the beginning? It was actually not that complicated. If you had put me all these verbs into 3 categories and would just give me the list, those ones are this, those ones are this, but nobody has a book. Because no accents, like no, they call it also street language. No accents or street language has a proper book. There is small ones, but they usually end up on the level A1, A2 maximum. And after that, that's exactly the moment when you feel like you started speaking. You just want to enhance it a little bit, but there is no book to continue. So we've spent, I guess, 6 months to a year with Rida, with our teacher, with the head teacher, to put the system and to be able to put it in an appropriate level. That was not easy.
Question for the course. What is course about? What are the chapters? What do we have inside?
So basically, we've done a very simple structure. We've done 3 levels and conversational club. So level 1, level 2, level 3. We're currently completing the other 2 levels, but level 1 is ready. It's based on the topics, daily topics. Let's say you're buying your clothes, you are ordering the food at the restaurant. So we didn't want to make a full grammar course when we explain for a long time how it is. No. Practical topics that you can learn and go talk to your husband or to your mother-in-law step by step. And we've introduced a lot of practice that usually doesn't exist normally on the market, and that was one of the reasons why it didn't help us previously. Like you have a course, let's say some videos, 200 videos on YouTube or whatever. You're watching them, and then that's it. In the best case scenario, you come to your boyfriend, you tell him, oh,
مرحبا
أهلا وسهلا بدك تشرب قهوة? And then he looks at you and saying, oh, no, you don't say like this. And then he starts correcting you. And you're like, okay. So there is no safe space to train your speech before you come and actually talk to Arabic speakers. And not all of them will be nice to you. some people will tell you like, what?
Repeat.
So
What?
that's the most painful one. You've spent a month learning some topic, and then you come and you want to surprise them. And after each word, they're telling you, "Oh no, we don't speak like this. Oh no, we don't say like this. Oh, here you've done a mistake. No, okay. Oh, that's cute.
Or this,
Okay,
or don't say this one. Ha, ha, ha. With
yeah,
this,
exactly.
With the ha letter with different pronunciation. So that's also which is changing the words completely.
And the one that stabs me in the back is like, what? Like they're trying to be nice to you, but they say, what? What did you say?
Yeah. Can you say again?
I'm sorry, I didn't get you. And then you're saying, well, Ana Berdane. And then they're like, what are you trying to say? And then, Ana Berdane. You mean Ana Berdane? But like, I just said the same
but
thing. Explain to me, where is it? Where is my mistake? Why do you tell me this? So in this way, we've created a safe space where you can train actually. So you're watching the videos at whatever is comfortable for you, the time, the atmosphere. Watch it even if you're laying in the bathroom and you're relaxing in the bubbles. And then you will have extra hours with the teacher to confirm what you've learned before we take you as a baby turtle and we put you in this ocean of Arabic speakers. Maybe they will eat you, or maybe you will be a big turtle one day.
Another thing that we try, I think, to create is something like a community, which is not yet existing, I think, for those who are actually practicing that, not the formal Arabic or there is a religious studies or the clubs. So here we want to make something more about vivid club, again, something which is more stylish for the ladies to catch up for a coffee or maybe a meal, we never know, but something that people can get together and practice their things. And even we are forcing ourselves in our videos to speak Arabic and order food or order coffee or count or go to supermarket and say, okay, what's the name of these vegetables? Don't forget to check our Instagram. Yeah, so and then this is the way how we can support each other. And even in the group classes right now that are already running, we are planning to do something like this. So we can ask them to
And here
go
we're referring back to
record.
our name, Arabic,
In this-
and the city.
Yeah.
So that's the community of, for now, the girls. Maybe some guys will
Who
join us.
know?
Who knows?
Yes,
Maybe we will
yes.
have like separate guys groups and so on.
wants
Maybe
to
we'll
gossip
have
about the
mix.
girls and their wives and
Exactly,
their
yes.
business partners.
So this is the brunches where you can discuss what's going on with your relationship, what's going on with your Arabic. You can learn some new words and all of that in the atmosphere of, let's say, positive knowledge gaining, but without extra stress, because we've also faced that. There are good teachers who are, and I think we've tried maybe 50
Yeah.
teachers. And they were nice. They have their own approach. Some of them are very structured. Some of them are very organized. But there is an inner pressure on you. Like, let's say, and let's be honest, we both are working women. So, and I don't think adults have that much of free time to be so dedicated to do homework every day and to practice every day. No, we have extra time. We want to spend it to improve our Arabic, but that's not the end of our lives if that doesn't happen. And that's the situation in Dubai. Like, you don't have to really speak Arabic to be living in Dubai.
Yeah, or maybe also it's nice to, for me also, maybe one of the reasons also that I decided to learn it, because even though in this busy lifestyle, you want to have some space corner or space, safe space where you can do something for yourself, which will be beneficial. You learn something new, but there is no pressure. That there is something that you develop yourself, you go into right thing that will help you to be in life, but there is not the situation where you need to struggle in learning something by heart without, just memorizing the things, without not understanding where to put these words, in which sentence, in which sense. So a couple of months ago, we made a video with you about days of the week. How many times we use this? Maybe a couple of times when we spoke, okay, which day we're gonna meet, on Friday or Monday, but it's not in the common daily conversation. What is the common daily conversation? How are you? How are the kids? How is the family? How is work? where you're heading to, what's your plans of the week and everything. This is how you started actually to implement. And when you get this understanding, what are your vocabulary on the daily life, the learning is getting much easier.
Do you think that knowing at least some Arabic will actually make people like you more?
I think it creates the positive vibes overall. So it's not about maybe getting appreciation of other people, but it's about creating the vibe that will make you get the trust. Perhaps sometimes it's more about getting, because firstly it shows that you are respecting the different cultures, let's say. Second, you are entering and show I belong to this community.
Exactly, the feeling of belonging.
Yeah.
And then another provocative question that everybody wants to know. If you speak Arabic, will Ibrahim marry you or not?
I don't know. Mabarif, guys, mabarif.
There is no guarantees.
There is no guarantee.
Okay,
So
on the scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate, how does that increases your chances? Because this subject interests.
I don't think that I'm the right person to say it because I just don't know. But I don't think it's. I think learning another language overall should belong to your personal goals and the comfort zone. If you feel yourself comfortable in doing that, here we are. If you think that you want to apply it for the personal life, our teachers, with great pleasure, they will customize the words that you need to say, the songs you want to sing, the messages that you would like to type. Easy. If you want to do it for business, there is a special course about the trip, about going for lunch, about scheduling the meeting, everything, whatever you can cover. However, will it increase any chances in you? I think it depends on your personality. For us, I think it does.
Let's be honest, it does.
Yeah, but let's. We don't know.
I would say, in general, there is a cultural gap for now. I don't think it's a trend that will exist for more than, like, let's say 15 to 20 years, because younger generation, all of them already speak English. It's the tool. So any language is just the tool to get in touch with people, just to make them understand what you want. And for Lebanese language, the older generation that is of 50, 60 years old now, not all of them speak English. Let's say majority of them don't speak English enough to get in touch with you as of a daughter-in-law, let's say. So in that case, just the exposure to them will allow you, yes, to increase your chances. It's not a guarantee. We're not promoting this as like, okay, speak Arabic and tomorrow you will get married, or tomorrow you will get promotion, or after tomorrow Sheikh himself will come and will
or you will
present you
set
with
up a
Range
super
Rover.
company in the government entity, and then, you know, with the Hali Wali, everything will be, all the doors will be open. No.
No, it's not like this. But it's a tool to make people feel safe about you. Recently, I saw an opposite situation where there was a meeting with big Russian company, and all of a sudden, a Middle Eastern owner of the company started speaking Russian with them in the middle of the meeting. And all of a sudden, everything changed, you know? They were like, okay, so you're serious. You know us. It's not a trial. So I would say ability to show that you speak the language, because language, it's a concept. It's a reflection of reality. Let's say in some languages, there is a word for the space between you and the table. Like something that there is a special word for this. So when you learn another language, you show that you know what their life is and you are ready for this. So that actually shows like more serious intentions, let's say, and your preparation for this, because you will be surprised a lot while you learn, let's say, even Lebanese accent. How many strange things exist?
Yeah.
Let's say kibbeniyeh.
Yeah.
It's a shock for everyone in the beginning. Not
Because
a big
people-
shock, but still.
If you translate it in the actual meaning, it's completely different. And eat the raw meat, not everyone will eat it, but it's something,
Yeah.
you get the...
And then once you
Addiction.
and then let's say you're for the first time in business lunch with
bunch of partners,
Lebanese managers, and you say, "Oh, I'm gonna have kibbeniyeh." Oh, because I know. And all of a sudden you start speaking. Of course, you will have a different.
I have a question. So,
Come to the mic.
Do you say to the people that you meet that you speak Arabic from the first time, or you keep it as a secret?
No, I keep it as a secret.
Same. Same. I try to do the same. At least I try. But then, again, you want to practice it. So maybe after a couple of meetings or when you have this trust zone, you start throwing some phrases.
Exactly. It actually depends who I'm meeting. If that's a work introduction and I need to make a contact with them, like I'm the one who should make a move, I would start speaking. So it's going to open for me extra doors. But if we're talking about private life, if I had the situation now where I would need to meet someone and let's say, I would prefer not to say it. I even have another case like that. That's the story of my life, I swear. That's the most interesting one I've heard. So a teacher with who I had classes, she was an Arabist, so she studied Fusa in the university for 5 years, and then she started the, if I'm not mistaken, Syrian accent. She was hired by Russian-speaking or English-speaking girls to come on a date. It's like double date. So the guy comes with a friend, and she hears what they're talking about, and she translates her later on. So this is where that's my dream job, to be honest. Contact me in 2 years, guys. I will do this.
To be a spy, a date spy.
Exactly, because who would have thought? Like, let's say 2 Russians are sitting talking in Russian, and all of a sudden she just hears whatever he says to his friend. And here's the story where all the extra girlfriends appear, where all what he thinks about her actually appear. Nice and bad things. So it's my dream job. Please contact me.